So the commentary I was reading, it made a really cool point that I've never thought of before. It was talking about in the Old Testament when God was pleased with the sacrifice, what would he do? He would send fire down from heaven, right? And
Yeah.
to consume the sacrifice.
Like Elijah.
And this happened multiple times, right?
That was this week in our Bible reading, wasn't it? The story of Elijah and the prophets of Baal.
So in the Old Testament, he would send down fire to consume a sacrifice. We get this picture now of him sending down fire on a living sacrifice.
Boom.
So these guys are living out Romans 12:1. They are a living sacrifice. They've been obedient. They've done exactly what Jesus asked them to. They showed up. They're a living sacrifice, and now God's sending fire down on them just in the same way he did in the Old Testament.
So it's like a seal of approval.
Yeah. And how cool is that?
Oh, that's really cool.
Well, also in Genesis, and he spoke to Moses through a burning bush, and it wasn't burnt. It was like fire and tongues of fire. So, fire was his thing sometimes.
And then this morning in Sunday school, we were talking about Matthew chapter 3, talking about John the Baptist and him showing up. And at the end of it, I think it's like verse 11 and 12, where he talks about fire and how Jesus has the winnowing fork. And you're either going to be consumed by this fire, or this fire is going to turn you into something that's usable. And so we get that same picture of fire once again as a tool to refine you or to consume you. And everybody feels the fire one way or the other. You're either going to be refined by it and made a usable tool, like it's talked about in, I think it's 2 Timothy 2:20, where God can use you now because you've been refined and you're worthy of use. And if you don't, then you're going to be consumed by this fire that destroys you.